everyone. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're all well today. I'm going to do a card reading, and at the moment I'm not sure what the theme is for this reading. Just going to let things flow and see how things unfold. So I have shuffled the cards, but I'm just going to give them another quick shuffle before I receive one from the deck. Okay. Okay. So I feel here, this is much like we've had coming up all the time at the minute. It's regarding spending time near or in water. And I feel that this is something it would be good to do with family and friends, to come together and just have fun and remember the joys of water and how you felt as a child. And for some people, water may not feel good. You may have had a bad experience. There may be some sort of negative association there. But just understanding that even if perhaps you don't actually come into direct contact with that water, just looking at the water, just being near it, or even just being in the shower or the bath, just paying that little bit more attention to the cleansing aspects of those waves and basically just the power of the water, and also the depth as well, because you could be out for a walk and you just suddenly decide to stop and take a look at the water, and you see your own reflection. You see the reflection of perhaps the birds in the sky or trees, whatever's nearby. And just taking that moment to see it as a reminder for self-reflection, for taking that time to go inwards. And here, just understanding that, sometimes we do have to put other things in life on hold. We do have to prioritize ourselves and understand that we must gain some sort of strength and power to hold the fort here, because if we allow everything else to take over and we do not put ourselves first, then, the tower will crumble, the foundations will burn, and it becomes a futile situation. So if you can focus on what is important to you, and that may involve making some sacrifices, and you may feel that you're letting yourself down, or you're letting the team down, or your family down, but understanding that there is always a divine sort of order to things, and sometimes that isn't the order you'd expect things to go in. It can be quite alarming, I think, if it's going in a direction which is not one you would naturally choose. But just have faith and trust that it will work out as it's meant to, but that may involve making some sacrifices. Just bear with me, I'm just shuffling another deck. There we go. That one jumped out onto the floor. Okay, so yeah, I feel that this is sort of you taking that time to go inwards, to connect with yourself, to heal those wounds, things that may have happened to you in a previous lifetime or earlier in this one, and coming to terms with that, so that you are wearing almost like armor. You are coming out strong and awakened and wise to your soul and your journey, and what was intended for you on this path. So you're no longer hiding in the shadows. You're making it part of your own sort of beauty. It's almost like you're coming forward with these beautiful tattoos that are showing the world who you are, what you're made of, and that nothing is going to stop you. You are okay with it. You are comfortable with it, and your eyes are open. You are awakened. And I feel that in doing that, in taking that time to go inwards and heal some of that trauma, and for not everyone here will have had sort of specific, really deep wounding trauma, but we all have trauma on some level, no matter how great or small. So you taking that time to just connect with that and feel into your emotions and your past and what's happened, and also, as I've said before, the limiting beliefs, the things that are holding you back subconsciously, the things you're unaware of. You taking that time to just do that will connect you with your guides, your team, your loved ones, which will awaken you even further, and you will gain you will gain greater knowledge and awareness. I feel as well this one is is also do my apologies, I can't speak today. It must just be too early for me. Yeah, you're needing to know what it is you actually truly desire. And again, this is this inner reflection, taking that time to look at what it is you need in life and what you really, if you had no limits, if you could choose anything, if you could be in control and manifest, then what would it be that you would desire? And I feel that this is this connection that I mentioned yesterday, this out of the world deep connection where it doesn't matter whether you can even see each other and you feel each other, you know each other, you understand each other, and you just simply love each other. It is such a great bond. So taking that time to just feel into that and see where you're at. Okay, I feel that this is all about just taking it slow, taking it every little bit at a time, small baby steps. Don't feel that the journey ahead is too far and you'll never get there, you'll never make it, because if you're thinking like that, you're just putting up barricades, you're putting blocks there already before you've even taken a step forward. So have faith and know that you are always supported. You have your angels and your guides to help you on that journey. And no step is as big as it seems, because once you actually take a step and you get to that slightly higher perspective, you realise that the next one is not actually that unreachable either. It is obtainable, it is doable, and you can do that. So I think it's just taking some time to sort of come to terms with things, not be too hard and harsh on yourself. Don't be pushing yourself too much. Make this realistic, make this a doable action, and make it sustainable as well. Don't start trying to do things that are just never going to fit in with your daily life. Make it so that you can maintain this and you can keep going, because I think if you throw yourself in too high or too deep, then that's when things start to get a bit too heavy and a bit too complicated, a bit messy, and we can be deterred by that and we can run a mile, and then that's such a shame, because really you could get to the top, you could make it. It just has to be in your own good timing, and that involves patience, that involves taking time to stop and feel. And sometimes you may have taken several steps